Hey yo, peep game, right? After years of not liking The Witcher 3, I finally played through it because The Witcher 4 was revealed. So I was like, yo, maybe it's time to really lock in and play The Witcher 3. And you know, I enjoyed the game. If you want to see the base game playthrough, then you know what I'm saying, you go back, watch that, and come back. But it's time for Heart of Stone. We start by checking the notice board at the 7 Cats Inn. After snatching up every quest on the notice board so nobody else can make no money, we're off to see Olgierd Everick. Who is that? I have absolutely no clue, not gonna lie to you, but on the way, I saw this house where I once did a small side quest where these kids were stealing chickens or something like that. The lady thought it was a monster, but I told her it was the kids, and I convinced her to take the kids in and let them live with her. And you know what I'm saying? Coming back and seeing the kids actually living there is really cool, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I ain't think Vaughn would be living like this, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But why the fuck does every dude in this place got the same goofy haircut, bro? I asked for Olgierd, and these goofs are like, I'm Olgierd. No, I'm Olgierd. No, I'm about to beat somebody's ass if y'all don't take me to meet Vaughn, alright? Vaughn got a fire design. He destroyed this great sculpture for whatever reason, but he told me his cook went into the sewers to try to kiss a toad to get herself a prince. Bro, I thought we were playing The Witcher 3. I did not know this shit was gonna turn into a Disney game. Sexual assault in the workplace? Not cool. The cook was killed by a beast in the sewers, so now we go and slay the beast type shit. As I'm leaving, this woman wants me to find and kill someone, but she disrespects me by calling me papers. So she can go fuck herself, to be honest. Into the sewers, and we run into Shani. I have zero idea who this is. Obviously, she's someone from previous games or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But she needs a venom sample from the monster we're hunting, so she's coming along for the ride. We find out where the toad's lair is, and we lure it out. I hated fighting this toad, alright? Toad spit, toad jump, toad super spit, toad tongue whip, toad spray, toad dead. Alright, the toad was actually a prince. Who would have thought? The royal guard of the Prince of Persia show up, and we wake up in boat jail for killing their prince, and we're on the way to wherever they're from so that we can be executed for it. But by the graces of God, this random dude we apparently met in the beginning of the game comes out of nowhere talking about, I can help you. We say bet. He gives Geralt a tramp stamp, the boat crashes, and we link up again. He wants our help to collect a debt from Vaughn. He's saying that Vaughn is basically scum, but we can't just slide on him because they made a pact about somebody has to grant Vaughn 3 wishes like some kind of fucking genie. In all honesty, at this point, I didn't really have a fucking clue what was going on. I was just along for the ride at that point and to get this tramp stamp up off my face. But we pull up to Vaughn's house, and they're burning this motherfucker down. Why? Shits and giggles, I guess. We get into a little scrap with Vaughn, and this dude is a demon. He's turning into a shadow, teleporting, glowing red demon blade type shit. Who the fuck is this guy? But we finish the fight and cut off his head. We're done.
Well struck, Witcher. You win. But perhaps you'd care to tell me why you meddled in a matter not yours.
Wanted to prevent further bloodshed.
Well, well. The Witcher with the heart of gold. Unsavory as it seems, there is a silver lining. At least you now know I don't easily lose my head.
Killed the beast in the sewers.
Congratulations are in order then. Your reward. You're also welcome to take what you wish from the manor house. If anything's left uncharred, that is. Was it a tough fight?
I sliced its gut open, and it turned into a man. You know that would happen?
Of course he did. He'd never have dragged you into this elsewise.
Gaunter or Dim? Come to cast aspersions?
No. I've come to collect a debt.
You know you first must
grant you 3 requests, by proxy. I present to you my champion, Geralt of Rivia.
Not so fast. Haven't agreed to anything yet.
But you'll do it. Of that I'm certain. Did you know Olgierd was the one to turn the Ophiri prince into a toad? Did he not mention that bit? Well then, allow me to tell it. Quite the gripping story. Olgierd once loved a beautiful maiden named Iris. Yet, her parents chose to offer her hand to the Crown Prince of Ophir. Olgierd grew to hate the poor sot. At first, he wished to kill him, then decided this would be too simple. So, instead, he condemned the prince to a base life in a toad's bloated corpus. Yet he grew bored of watching him suffer and decided to end it. By your hand.
Remind me, Odin, who was to fulfill my last 3 requests?
My assistant, Geralt.
Then be gone. I don't wish to look at your face any longer than I must.
Buddy pulls up, and Buddy basically has made us his bitch boy now, okay? We need to fulfill the 3 wishes, alright? Geralt, the genie of the golden fucking lamp. Vaughn tells us his first 2 wishes. First, he wants us to bring him a new house, a specific house, Borsodi's house. At first, I thought he literally wanted a house, but it's not an actual house, it's... Anyways. Second, find his brother and show him the greatest time of his life. All we have to do, cop a house and party with his brother. How hard can that be? His brother is dead. So I either have to wait for the Day of the Dead or something, or summon him back to the world of living using Von Everett blood. And I don't know how to airdrop a house, so we'll tackle the brother first. We link up with Shani and ask her where the Von Evericks are buried. She says right outside the manor. I'll come with you, I want to see it anyways. What? But okay. We arrive, I do the ritual, fight off his family members before Vladimir Von Everett pops out, and he's also got that goofy ass haircut. Quick rundown. Shani invited Geralt to a wedding, perfect opportunity for one to have the time of their life, except Vladimir needs to possess Geralt to do anything, so he's gonna be popping in and out of Geralt until midnight. Humongous pause on that, bro. It was not supposed to sound like that.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
We arrive at the wedding and allow Vladimir to have a great time, dancing, drinking, fishing for boots, herding pigs, and good old-fashioned beatdowns. There was some other stuff going on. The whole night he wanted to, you know what I'm saying, he wanted to get freaky with Shani, but once midnight hits, this dickhead forces Vladimir back into the grave, even though bro was really just a chill guy who wanted some cheeks. Now listen, because Vladimir was in Geralt's body trying to get at Shani, Shani's a little hot, Geralt's a little hot, and they might have gotten into some activity that night, you know what I'm saying? We go back to tell Vaughn we fulfilled one of his wishes. Nothing big happened, he was just like, good job, now get me that house, gang. We go to this auction house owned by the Borsodis to maybe get our hands on this other house. I don't really know Wagwan, but dude tells us to fuck off the moment we bring up the house. Outside, however, a mysterious man in a hood can help, so we go meet him in secret. He pitches a plan, but we gotta assemble the Avengers to make it happen. So we do that, and it's time for a heist. We scale a tower to get inside, but shit hits the fan quick. Fight breaks out. We're using wooden swords because we don't want to kill anybody right now, but shit gets even worse. We end up surrounded, hostage taken, hostage dead, more fighting, down to the vault where Borsodi is held up with some guards. But wait, the mysterious man who masterminded this whole plan is Borsodi's brother who wants revenge for... It does not matter. It literally doesn't matter. Everyone ends up dead. We get the Borsodi house. It's like a small house with important papers and documents inside, whatever. We get it and we leave. Everybody's dead. It doesn't matter. We're gone. Now, what exactly does Vaughn want with these papers? Well, the papers state that the Borsodi auction house was to be auctioned off and all the money was to go to hospitals to treat the poor for free. But come on, Vaughn don't give a fuck about all that. He did this shit for revenge. The third wish. Vaughn wants us to get him this flower that he gave to his wife when he left her. who knows how long ago. That flower has been turned to dust at this point, but we slide anyways because we have to get it done somehow. We arrive at the Von Everett Manor where we fight a caretaker. Now this motherfucker looks so goddamn cold, I just had to snag some screenshots, but I did not like this fight at all. Again, I don't know what it is. I'm just not into the boss fights in this game. Something about them just, it doesn't do anything for me. You know what I'm saying? And that sucks because there's 2 more boss fights in this section alone. After the fight, a black cat and dog start talking to Geralt and give him a key to go inside to see Iris, Vaughn's wife. Boss battle against a wraith, nothing special, but she's obviously dead. We bury her in hopes to get her ghost to speak to us to give us the flower or something, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We end up in one of her paintings that turns into this really long section of watching her memories with Vaughn. They start out good and become not so good. Most of Iris's family did not approve of the marriage because of status, wealth, type shit. In this memory, it seems Vaughn and Iris's father are having a bit of a disagreement, and Vaughn pushes him and kills his ass, which led to him eventually leaving his wife with the Violet Rose because he didn't want to hurt her any more than he had. Beautiful. After a few more memories, we end up getting the rose from Iris, and her ghost, along with the world that we're in, fall apart as she fully transitions to the afterlife, whatever that may be. But I don't know if Olgierd von Everett is a character from previous games or if I'm supposed to know him, but it just feels a little weird to go through all these memories and all of Olgierd's backstory, even though we don't know him at all, have no connection, like, you know what I mean? But maybe this is all just to tell the story of Gunter O'Dim, aka Buddy, you know what I'm saying? These are just my thoughts after that whole memory section. I don't know if I'm valid, maybe I'm bugging. Anyways, we pull up to a little tavern to meet with one of Vaughn's people to tell us where he is. But
More treats!
Show off.
Of course I am. Wouldn't you be? Time's a marvelous plaything.
And a great spice to use in gingerbread.
So, you were listening. Indeed, occasionally I find time manipulation irresistible. Controlling it offers so many appetizing opportunities, like spiking the soup of unsavory individuals with appropriately ghastly things.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I wanted to congratulate you. You acquitted yourself splendidly with Olgierd. In fact, you've almost satisfied your debt.
Was supposed to fulfill his 3 wishes. Did just that. This is where you remove the brand, 'cause we're even.
Nearly. To fulfill the terms of the contract to the letter, you must do one more thing. Draw Olgierd to the Temple of Ilvani.
We never discussed that.
Oh, but we did. As a man of the world, you should know that every contract contains a catch or two. Small print, which, nevertheless, changes the ultimate meaning of the pact. This applies to oral contracts as well. Recall that I said, and I quote, "I believe, however, that all will end well, and once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared." End quote.
Yeah, I remember.
Fulfill your end of the bargain, and I will remove the brand. That was the last time you interrupted me while I was talking to someone.
Now listen carefully. Tell your Ataman to come to the Temple of Lovani. It's south of here. Entrance is inside a cave.
What's the commotion?
Lovani's temple, got it?
Aye, got it.
We go to see Shani real quick, right? And she tells us about a professor at the academy that can tell us about Gunter O'Dim, aka Buddy, aka Mirror Man, aka the Devil, aka Evil Incarnate. I'm sorry, Buddy is so much worse than a lowly mage or sorcerer. We're in a deal with the Devil?
Olgierd signed one of these pacts with him.
Brilliant deduction. But have you guessed why? You must know that he came from a wealthy, influential line. He must have, if the family of his betrothed accepted him. Yet did you know his fortune soured? He himself became an outcast, impoverished. Iris's family, a powerful house, could not accept this, would not marry their daughter to a nobody. Olgierd wished to elope. The further away, the better. Yet Iris refused to cut her family ties.
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch mentioned a solution. A man who would grant any wish. His name, Master Mirror. The rest follows naturally. Olgierd and O'Dim, a meeting at a crossroads, a wish, a pact signed in blood, and a price to be paid. Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. O'Dim delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world, his betrothed and his brother, Vladimir. Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris, his fortune restored.
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of O'Dim? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he? His heart had turned cold as ice. His feelings for his wife, for whom he'd sacrificed his brother, had withered. He'd lost all he'd loved. Had he wanted any of this? No. O'Dim grants what you wish, not what you want. All who sign a pact learn the difference and die by it.
All? No way to get rid of him?
Kill him, you mean? Kill evil? No. Yet the annals tell of a man who dissolved his pact by defeating O'Dim at his own game.
Meaning?
O'Dim wields contracts, word traps, duels of wits. Challenge him to such a duel. He'll agree, and can be beaten. But remember, there is only ever one stake. The sole thing he truly desires. Human souls.
Professor tells us the only way to beat him is to beat him at his own game. The riddles and wordplay, the slick bullshit he be pulling to get people into his packs and deals type shit. We gotta beat him at his own game. And in that last cutscene, O'Dim told us to bring Vaughn to some special temple place. So we arrive at the temple, Vaughn shows up, and O'Dim really is the fucking devil. This shit is actually insane.
What's happening? I feel as though a hot iron's pierced my chest.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. So glad to see everyone's moved. How do you feel, Von Emmerich? A little less troubled? Lighter in the heart?
O'Dim, what do you want?
What do you mean, what? Your soul.
You forget. The pact states you can take it only once you've fulfilled 3 wishes
And we stand together on the moon. Well, what do you know?
What? No. We had a pact. The moon is there. There! Not here.
I gave you what you wished for. Here, on the moon, our contract you fulfill.
What? You cheated me.
I never cheat.
Wait.
Do not interfere, Witcher. Remember what I did to the last fool who interrupted me.
You grant wishes, right? Grant mine and release him.
He must repay his debt.
Let him go, and I'll take it on. We'll call it mine.
You wish to give your soul for his?
No, but we can play for them. I lose, you take mine and Olgierd's. But if I win, you release us both.
What do you propose we play? Gwent?
Don't know. Maybe we can bet on a challenge. You know I'm good at accomplishing the impossible. Seen me do it.
Very well. But we shall do this my way. I shall tell you a riddle. Solve it, and both you and Olgierd will be free. To all things and men I appertain, and yet by some am shunned and disdained. Fondle me and ogle me till you're insane, but no blow can harm me, cause me pain. Children delight in me, elders take fright, fair maids rejoice and spin. Cry and I weep, yawn and I sleep, smile and I shall grin.
What was that supposed to be?
You tell me, what am I?
Something about reflections, right? We come across a bunch of mirrors, but every mirror breaks as we come close. We're looking for a reflection. Where else can you find a reflection that can't be broken? Water.
Through here. Gotcha. Be gone. You've lost.
After we banish Odin back to the depths of hell, we have a chill little yap session with Vaughn for a little bit.
First off, you tell me what it's like to have a heart of stone.
It's wonderful at the start. You feel no fear, no angst, but also no concern, no care for anyone, not even those you loved. And gradually, you lose them. Well, you know how it ended.
What about your senses? Taste, smell?
All there. At first, I savoured the world like never before. It was stronger, more clear.
How's that possible?
I did not wish for a heart of stone. That was a mere side effect. I wished to win back Iris's hand and have my fortune restored, and then to live like there was no tomorrow. And thus I lived until I ceased to feel anything at all. What a joy to be done with it. Because I am done, right? Will you tell me what happened?
Odin decided to have some fun at my expense. Devised a game I was supposed to lose. Seems he'd forgotten the training you put me through in doing the undoable.
So only to protect myself. In doing so, I put you in harm's way. Forgive me.
Well, don't have to worry about him anymore. You're safe and free.
I thank you. Though I've no notion what to do with this freedom now. Mira took everything. Everything I loved. All I held dear.
Not true. Got your heart back.
A bitter victory. Now at last I sense how much I've lost. I've a heart again. Yet all it feels is grief, sadness, and defeat. My life is a ruin.
Can't say I envy you. As the saying goes, careful what you wish for.
Oh, I shall be. Believe me. Actually, I've a better idea. I'll never wish for anything again. It's time I took fate into my own hands. Lived life anew. And truly, this time.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll never forget what you did for me, Witcher. I have something for you.
Can't accept this.
You can, and must. This sabre's been in my family for generations. Even when I'd lost all else, it remained at my side. Means a great deal to me.
All the more reason why I can't take it.
Do me the honor. This'll mark the start of my new life. And such a weapon could be right useful to you.
Thank you.
Ow!
Sorry.
You needn't be. I thank you again, Geralt. And good luck on the path.
Good luck to you too.
You